Welcome to another video and welcome to the first video of 2025. I hope everyone's had a nice Christmas and they're looking forward to the year ahead. Absolutely fantastic, new beginnings and all that. Yeah, in today's video, I thought we'd take it right back to the start because about a year ago I posted this video and it was only meant to be a one-off. See how hard models were. I hadn't done one for about 40 years, so I got the first one that I got as a kid, the Marine Spitfire. And to be honest with you, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved putting it together. It was a struggle, it wasn't easy. But in today's video, I thought we'd benchmark it a year later and see how much progress I've made. So today, we're going to be making another Marine Spitfire. Absolutely fantastic. So grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up, and for the first time in 2025, let's get into it. Fantastic. Right, before we get this out of its box and get stuck into it, I'll give you a quick overview of my modelling history, because I tell you what, it's pretty thin, Before I built this, I can remember building two models. I've built another one of these, and I was in a kids' home in the back end of Newcastle, and for one Christmas I got us a Harley Davidson, a Tamiya Harley Davidson. You were allowed a choice of a book, an album, or a model, and I went for the model. They bought us this Tamiya Harley Davidson, and it was so complicated, it just put us right off. I knew modelling wasn't for me until I picked this thing up last year, and I tell you what, something's changed, you know. It's not perfect, not by a country mile, I've snapped the propeller off. That was me moving it room to room, but I might stick that on as we're building this one. But fantastic. But today, I'm gonna do it over two videos, I think. I'm gonna do this one up to the priming, then we'll come back, we'll paint it and we'll put it together, and that's fantastic. But I'm going to be using all the skills that I've picked up over the last 12 months and that. Yeah, I'm going to benchmark it against this one. I'll leave a link in the description for the old video, the original video and that, and you can go and have a look if you want. But fantastic. Right, let's get out of the box and have a good look. Mint. I'll keep that little propeller to one side so I don't lose it. We'll stick that over there, I think. Right, I'm going to whack my specs on. Here we go. I think this was everyone's first model kit, you know, when they were young. There wasn't that much to choose from unless you were a proper modelling geek and that. But fantastic, right. We've got the paint scheme on the back and that. I'm going to try and get it as close as I can to that. I've got these paints to use again if I need them. I'm not going to be using these ones unless I absolutely have to. And the glue I'm not going to be using, but fantastic. I've cleaned the airbrush out and hopefully it's going to work perfectly this time. But fantastic. Right, let's have a quick little look in here. We've got our decals. We'll stick them to one side so they stay nice and dry and that. Here we go. The 172 Marine Spitfire Mark 1. I'll just move my coffee out the way so I don't spill it. Fantastic. Just instructions and that. And we've got the instructions here. It's a pretty straightforward kit. But to be honest with you, the last time I struggled. I don't know if it was because I was in a little corner in my living room and I couldn't move properly. But we'll see. But fantastic. Right, let's get this out the way. We'll come back to them. Got a nice little free paintbrush there. Fantastic. Let's see what the sprues are like. I'll be giving this one a quick wash, because I've been warned about Airfix and they're leaving greasy residue on the parts and that. Fantastic. The revels and that don't seem to be a problem, but these, I've been told of a few people that do it. But mint, there's a few small bits, But to be honest with you, a year later, I'm not as intimidated by it, to be honest. But fantastic. Right. I'm going to set the wash up. We'll slip into the hyperlapse for today. We're going to get it washed up, dried up, primed, ready for painting and assembly on the next video. Absolutely fantastic. Right, I think that's a good time to bring this part of the video to a close. The primer wine on absolutely perfect. Check that out. Look at that, it's the best I've ever done. The airbrush worked an absolute treat, absolute treat. I think I'm starting to get the grips of it now, so hopefully things will improve in that, but look at that. Perfect, I'm going to give it a day or two to dry off in that, so it's nice and sound for the paint to go on. I like to set myself a challenge in all these little models and that. And this next one is to airbrush the camo, so I'm going to give it a good go. I'm feeling a little bit cocky with the airbrush. Sometimes these challenges work, sometimes they don't, but we'll have a go on that. But check that out, look at the body. Mint, mint. I don't know how much of it I'm going to assemble, then paint, and how much I'm going to paint on the sprues or off the sprues. I'll make that up as I go along in that. And yeah, fantastic. So if you like the video, hit likes, hit subscribes, do all the YouTubey stuff for us and that. And we'll come back in the second part, we'll get the paint on, and we'll see this thing come together, find a space for it in the cabinet, absolutely mint. So have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da.